Well, Graeme, you sort of weathered the storm at the start of the second half, but then bit of a deflection, and you go one down.
Yeah, but the big moment again is Harry going round the keeper, and ball comes back to George, and keeper's out of his goal. That was the moment we could have won the game, and the goal comes. Ryan Tunnicliffe doesn't stop the cross. It spoons in the air. Jamesbury gets tripped. I don't know if you've seen it back. He gets tripped, I think accidentally, but it's like Ayew runs across him, and he's on the floor. He should be marking him. Obviously it's not James's fault. Ayew's there to head the ball in the back of the net, and we're just getting hurt on. We've done very, very little wrong today in the game, and the boys have give absolutely everything, and we got beat 1-0. And I feel sorry for the lads today because they can't give any more.
And just got to keep going, I guess. We've seen one or two late goals and we leads here, and obviously last week, and then today. And I'm sure you've said to them, you've got in this league, in all leagues, you've got to go for the full 90.
But they do. They do. They're giving everything they've got. We're just a little bit short at the minute, and you have to. Again, I'm going to have to mention it. I think we need to understand Swansea's front three was £40 million. Yeah, so. This is what we're up against. We got beat by 1 goal. A fortunate trip. I've told the boys, nobody is going to help us. Nobody is going to feel sorry for us. We need to dust ourselves down, and the only measurement is giving everything we've got. We'll try and get a tactical advantage against Fulham, which won't be easy because we know the calibre of player that's coming here, and see if that's enough to get some points.
You talk about their sort of the threat they have up front, and I suppose you've got to bear that in mind if you're considering sort of pushing forward. I mean, would you like to have seen more of more chances created at the other end, more composure on the ball, or because you've got to concentrate so much on keeping them out?
Well, Ayew's £20 million, and he's their top goal scorer, and if you attack too much on the counter attack, you'll just stay up the pitch a little bit and you'll get done in transition. So you have to, I think you have to measure how potent he is. With your attacking play and try and do it in a different way. Celine on the opposite side, you've seen his quality the whole game. I mean, we've got a 20-year-old boy playing against him who did absolutely fine. Jamesbury was excellent. We're talking about two key moments again, one that doesn't go in the back of the net for us and one that does. So I find that difficult to take for everybody at the club, because my job is to get every area of the football club given everything they've got. And they are.
Thoughts on Sluga? Obviously James Shea picking up the concussion last week, but a confident return for Sluga?
Solid performance, never doubted his ability. Mentality was right for it. Tells me he's learned his lessons while he's been out. I thought his individual preparation was different today in terms of where he is mentally, and compared to 2 months ago. And overall solid. I thought he deserved a clean sheet, but the game is not romantic. And all back here on Boxing Day against Fulham, who've beaten Leeds today. Yeah, we'll have to dust ourselves down because we know how potent they can be, but we'll give them a right game in the second half down at Craven Cottage last time. We are now sitting on 23 games, all the information, every single team. So at least now there's no surprises for the players. They know what's coming. You should be better for your experiences. So today's a sore one. It's a difficult one to take. I don't think anybody at the football club deserves it, but football doesn't care. It just delivers whatever comes your way. But on the flip side of that, you need to be ready to respond as well. And I certainly won't be lying down. I don't think my players will be lying down because there's nothing in nature. But it's a tough one, and we've got a tough challenge. But coming up on Boxing Day. But in football, you never know. What we have to do is give everything we've got.
Graeme, can I just check with James Shea? Will he, under the protocol, will he still not be available on Boxing?
James was available today. He struggled with it, Gareth. He's been sleeping all day yesterday. I think some of his movements turning in the goalkeeping practices, he didn't feel right. James he's a top character, so for James to pull out, it must have been something serious.
Now the follow-up question, obviously, the talking point before the game was, look at, first shot goes in 2 minutes, he goes down to it, there's a bit of a sigh of relief around the ground, but he seemed to grow as he went on. There was one particularly good save from Ayu's header.
Yeah.
He just seemed to grow and seemed to come back into the...
He's a Croatian international. I know early in the season he's maybe struggled to adapt. I was really satisfied with his performance today. You just want people to learn the lessons in life. I think the Championship caught him out, English football caught him out, but he's had to sit back and watch James play. I thought he'd give a very, very an acquired, controlled display. I was really happy with him.
And the crowd are chanting his name quite often.
Yeah, I mean he seems to be a crowd favourite here. I thought the crowd were brilliant, even coming off. You can't fool Luton Town supporters. They know when everybody's given everything they've got, and that's absolutely what's going on. In the minute, it's not quite enough. We might have to think a different way of doing things. We've been doing that for 23 games now, Gareth, so it doesn't stop. It's every game on its own merits.
So, how pleased you with Matty Pearson as well as performance, especially second half? He was throwing himself on a number of shots and making some incredible blocks.
Yeah, you feel for Matty because he's doing everything, him and Sonny, to keep a clean sheet. I can see improvement in both of them, Mike, but when he points, and Matty and Sonny weren't at fault at all for the goal, and you just hope that football rewards them. Today didn't, but I was pleased with both the displays.
You say maybe it's different things might be needed now. Is that different formations or players, or is that...
Whatever it takes, man. That's my job as a manager, to get football results. At the minute I'm not, with the diamond, with the 4-2-3-1. I can assure you Fulham starts tonight, because we haven't got a lot of time to turn around. Me and the staff are absolutely thorough. The players will be prepared and they will give everything they've got, and hopefully that's going to be enough. But I might have to consider doing things a different way.
Graeme, you've obviously been in the job 6 months from pre-season to now. How much of an improvement have you seen in the players in that time? I'm thinking in particular 3 months ago today we were losing against Hull City, but we've come a long way just in those 3 months. But over the whole 6 months,
well, apart from Brentford, which was a freak, we've been competitive really in every game. I've seen huge improvements, but there's been improvements in other teams. And there's been it's been a tough challenge. I think we were probably one win away today from thinking 23 points from 23 games would have been fantastic. We're still fourth from bottom. I know there's a game to go on Monday night, so if the season finished today, would be where we want to be. But we know we've got to pick up. We know we've got to find a different way with the players we've got, and then hopefully with some help in January, because that's the industry we're in. I know we've improved. You think about Matty's quality on the ball. You think about Sonny's poise and quality on the ball. You've got James Bree playing left back. We've got a 20-year-old playing right back. I enjoyed the midfield rotation at times today. Harry Cornick's improved an awful lot since Harry was a League One substitute last season, and he's now turned into a mainstay in the team. So there's been lots of improvement, but we've got a lot of work to do as well.
And we largely nullified Swansea this afternoon. You're obviously good friends with their former manager, Graham Potter. Did you have a word with him and sort of see their danger men things?
Yeah, I spoke to him on Tuesday night. Graham wouldn't do anything to hurt Swansea. I think he enjoyed his time there as much as me. But I had a conversation with him on Tuesday. Yeah.
Just finally from me, great news for the club this morning when the judicial review was thrown out by the High Court. Just a word on that. Obviously, as fans, we absolutely relish that news, but it must be great for everyone at the club. Yeah, just hope that there's still a bit of a legal process to go with it, and it still can be contested, I think, but the signs are really, really positive. So we all need that. Remember, we're talking about Newlands Park development, we're talking about Power Court, we're talking about having an under 23s, which gives you the category status. That's the future of the club. There's nobody. I'm not begging for all that money to spend on players. Like, we have to protect the future of this football club. But at the minute, it's tough going out on the pitch. We're halfway there to staying in the league, with half the season gone. So we need a little bit of help in January as well and get the balance right everywhere. But I'm delighted with the news.